Hey everyone, I'm Heba and welcome back. Today I thought I might swatch my Sydney Grace eyeshadows, the one that are in singles. I have several of her eyeshadow palettes in bundles, but I won't be swatching those because then this video will be just too long. And I also did videos of those palettes too. But let me go ahead and show you the palettes that I do have by Sydney Grace. I have the new one, the Enduring Love. This one's in the deep palette, and I did a video on this one and the light palette, and I'll link that one down below for you guys. I also have Autumn's Rain, and I believe I did a video on this palette too, and I'll also link that one down below. These are not considered palettes, they're considered bundles. Even though they are in single form, I won't swatch these because you can't buy them separately. I have this one, the Mountain Trail bundle, and the Raspberry Kiss. And I also won't be swatching these, the pressed glitters. First, I saw she didn't have all but maybe one left on her website, and these are technically not to be used on the eyes. So yeah, I won't be swatching the pressed glitters. And I also have this makeup bag by Sydney Grace, and I have the loose shadows in here, and I also swatched these in the video I did with these two bundles. I know my hand's in the way with these two bundles. Since I already swatched those, I won't be swatching them in this video. That will focus more on the single shadows. I also want to show you what is new at Sydney Grace, and they now have Z palettes. She has them in 3 sizes here, and of course, I got them all 3. I got all 3. Let me go ahead and show you and give you the prices of each of these Z palettes. Let me see if I can put it up close without the glare, but you can see it's white, has Sydney Grace, and it has some kind of Art Deco lines on it. It's cardboard, and it also has a magnetic closure. And look how big this Z palette is. And I also have another Z palette that's not the Sydney Grace, full of Sydney Grace shadows. So yeah, this video may be a little bit longer than what I like to put up, but I think it's going to be fun swatching some eyeshadows. But let's go ahead and talk about the large Z palette. This one holds 48 single eyeshadows. That is a big eyeshadow palette that will hold a lot of your shadows. And this one costs $14. That is not a bad price, and it has a mirror. Now, to give you in perspective here, I have the extra large Z palette that Beautylish sells, and this one holds 35 eyeshadows, and this one costs $28. Let me, kind of put them side by side here. So here it is side by side. This is the Z palette, the extra large Z palette that holds 35, and this is the large palette from Sydney Grace that holds 48. So you can see it's probably 2 inches wider and 1 inch long. I believe both are maybe the same width. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, give or take a little centimeter or whatever. But the width looks similar, but you just see the difference in here. And yes, this one does not have a clear cover so you can see what's in here. But if you're getting the large and you're going to be putting your Sydney Grace eyeshadows in here, you pretty much know what will be in here. And it seems to be such a sturdy Z palette too. I was so glad when I looked on her website and saw this. So yeah, this extra large Z palette holds 48 shadows for $14. This is the medium, and this one will hold 12 shadows, and it costs $10. So this is not bad. No, I don't have anything in here. Again, this one has a mirror. It's cardboard with a magnetic closure. And then this one is the small. I think it's great to travel with. You can put couple of shadows in here, maybe a blush if you have it in a loose little pan. This one is the small. It holds 9 and it costs $8. And I have 3 shadows in here. This is the duochrome, the multi-chrome, I believe, and I'll swatch those too. So yeah, Sydney Grace does have Z palettes, and they are a lot cheaper than the Z palettes that you could find at Beautylish or even Sephora. And I just love how big this one is. I mean, that is a nice one, and it does hold a lot of shadows. 48 of them to be precise. Oh, and I probably need to mention that it doesn't fold all the way back, so that may be a little drawback, but I think that would be okay. Maybe the longer that you use it, the flexible it will be able to fold back, but for the price, I think these are really nice Z palettes from Sydney Grace. So you can see that I have shadows here, and I have Sydney Grace shadows here. So I do have quite a bit of the single Sydney Grace shadows. So let's go ahead and start swatching them. Let me try to zoom you in closer and see if that would be better. Let's go ahead and start with this Z palette, and I'm going to start here and go across, and the next row and go across and just swatch them on my arm, and let's just have some fun. All right, the first one here, it's called Fairytale. And let me go ahead and swatch that on my arm. And as you can see, that is a light pink. The next one here is called Honesty, and I love the shade for a transition. There you go. And this one is like a medium brown with a little bit of a pink undertone. Let me try to scooch in a little closer there. How about that? The next one is Caramel, and that one's a little bit deeper than the one before. And you can just see how buttery that just slides right on down. I know I'm covering my face, but I think that'd be okay. You want to see the shades. Next is this shade right here. It's called Mango. And this is an orange with a little bit of yellow. Another great shade for a transition. And then this one here, Tangerine, another one of my favorites. And yeah, that one does look tangerine. You can see that. I hope it's focusing. The next one here, it's great for a crease color for me. And this one is called Gulf Coast. Look at that. Look how it swatches. And the last shade here, I like to use it for my outer corner to give me that definition. And this one's called Chocolate Raspberry Fudge. Yeah, that's a nice color too. So yeah, I hope it's coming in focus there. So yeah, these are in the top row. Pretty much all mattes. All right, let's get into this metallic shade. And I probably should have mentioned that her mattes cost $5 each and her shimmer metallic shades cost $6 each. So that's not a bad price for great quality eyeshadows from a great indie brand. Again, this is a metallic shade and this one's Queen of Hearts. Boom, look at that. That is a nice warm red that you can put on your lid. That is a beautiful color. The next one here, Blush, that is another beautiful metallic shade to put all over your lid. Boom, look at that. Oh, that is such a beautiful dusty rose shade. Here we have another matte, it's Berry Fizz. Put that one right there. It's another great color to put in the crease or to smoke out your eye. The next one is Flame, and let me put that one right there. Let me try to build that one up a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Another great color for a transition if you're my skin tone. And then this metallic shade, Golden Peach. You know, if you want an orange look, this one is real pretty. Let's see, let me put that one right there. Look at that. Let me say, her metallic shades, they give you that sparkle. And yet they still lay flat on my aging eyelids. It doesn't show much texture with her metallic shades. I mean, look at that. You can see that it has a golden shift in there. And this last one here, another one that I use for the outer corner of my eye to give me that dimension. This one's called Spark. So there you go. This is the first two rows. Let me go ahead and wash my arm and I'll be right back. You know, I probably should have just double armed it, so I'll do that next. This white shimmer here, it's called Velvet. Yeah, look at that. That is a pretty white shimmer. You could probably place Velvet in the inner corner of your eye or even just kind of dab a little bit in the center of your eye or even a brow bone if you really want that extra pop. But wow, that gives you shimmer. Next is the Greatest Gift. That's a light pink, and I think you could even see some green shift in there. Yeah, that is a beautiful shade right there. Look at that. It gives you that duochrome look right there. I hope the camera picks that up. Next is Winter Garden. And then this one, she classifies this one as a gray lavender with a blue pink shift. And wow. I'm just looking at here in the mirror and it's just, oh my God, these three shades, yes. And here is a light pink metallic shade. And this one's called Baby Cheeks. That's a cute pink. And then this one here, Orange Slush. This one's a little bit deeper than the one above it. Which finger was that? I think it was this finger. Yeah, this is Orange Slush. All right, I think this one's one of their popular shades, Commission. It's a green gold. Look at that. And you can just see they swatch beautifully. It just glides on. It's beautiful shadows. And then this deep purple metallic shade is called Rushed. And look at that. That's a cool tone purple. Can you imagine placing this one all over your lid and just kind of smoke it out? Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, let's go down to this one. I believe this one's called Maids and Milking. I'm assuming it's probably one of a Christmas shade here. Let's see, I'm gonna put that right there. This is a bubblegum pink, and you can see that there is a blue shift to that. All right, this next shade is what I have on my lid right now, and this one's called Golden Rose. And this is a medium pink, and it has a little bit of a gold shift to that. That is a beautiful pink right there. So yeah, I placed that one on my lid, and I forgot to mention that I placed Baby Cheeks in the inner corner of my eye, and the mattes that I did is in the other palette I'm going to show you next. This next one here is Firecracker. That one's a little bit deeper than Golden Rose, has a little bit more of a burgundy shift to it. And then this pretty fuchsia, it's called Ladies Dancing. So I guess with the Christmas, 12 Days of Christmas, the Maids of Milking, and Ladies Dancing. Oh, you know what? I swatched the wrong finger. It's this one. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is Ladies Dancing. It's a fuchsia pink. That is a beautiful spring color right there. Next is Deliverer, and this is a violet. Yeah, that's a pretty violet right there. I know my aging hands is showing here, but what are we gonna do? These are beautiful shadows. It really makes me want to play with some makeup, see what it looks like, rinse it off and play some more, rinse it off, play some more, because you can make tons and tons and tons of look with these shadows. I mean, they're beautiful. Next is Mythical, and I believe I did a video using these shades right here. Beautiful lavender color, and let's see what this one looks like. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And then this deep purple right here, it's called the Commons. Let me put this down so you can see a little bit better. How about that? I know the veins in my hand. Okay, let's go with the other hand here. Since I'm left-handed, this is going to be a little bit hard for me, but let's go with this one. I believe this is another one of her famous shades, Tiara. It's a taupe. I am left-handed, so I'm doing it with my right hand. Let's see how that works. That is a beautiful taupe metallic right there. This next one here, Polished. So you can see it's a little bit deeper than Tiara. It's got a little bit more of a blue shift too. Now then this one here, Defiance, one of my favorite shades. And I have to say, this one looks similar than the one that's in the Enduring Love palette. And I'll show that to you. Here is Defiance. Let me swatch that. So here is the single shadow Defiance. And then let me show you the Enduring Love palette. This is the shade Deanna, and it's very similar to the single shade Defiance. Let me go ahead and swatch them together. So yeah, it is a little bit similar. The single shadow does have a little bit more meat to it, I guess you could say. Maybe this one has a little bit more gold. But they are similar. That's something to consider if you weren't able to get the Love palette and you like that green, you can get Defiance in the single. Now these two brown shades are just so pretty. This one here, Antique Coin. This one's a brown with a little bit of red in there. Hope you can see that. And it has just a right amount of shimmer in it. Oh, such a pretty color. And then the next one, Arabian Nights. Makes me want to sing the Aladdin song, Arabian Nights. Not gonna try that. This one is a warm brown. Hope you can see that. Let me swatch that one a little bit better. Swatch it down a little bit lower too so you can see that color. There you go. This one I think is a pretty color for all over the lid. Now this last one, it's not my favorite. Out of all of these, this one I could live without. It's a black matte shade. I believe the shade is Midnight. It's not very pigmented. Sorry to say, but this one is not very pigmented. I mean, for a black matte, you needed to be a little bit deeper than that. Probably keep building it up, but I don't think it's going to give you that deep black look. So yeah, this one here, Midnight, not my favorite. It's not very pigmented. Especially if you want to smoke out your eye. No, that one, if it was me, I would have passed on this one. But at least I got it and I can see it and try it and let you know. But Midnight, not very pigmented. Now let's swatch the shadows that are in my new Sydney Grace Z palette. And yeah, I got a good collection there. Again, I'm not right-handed, so this is going to be a little bit awkward for me, but let's go in with this light pink shade. This one's called Summer Magic. It's a little too light for me, but this would be a nice shade if you want to set your primer or concealer, whatever you use on your eyelids. But yeah, this one is kind of light. Now the next one is what I use for today's look, Toffee. That's what I use for my transition shade. This one's a mid brown with a little bit of yellow in there. I hope you can see that. Yeah, that is what I use for my transition for this look. The next one is San Diego. This is a medium brown matte. Another great shade for a transition. Next one is Peanut Butter. Go, and this one is Peanut Butter. It has a little bit of an orange undertone there. So you can see the 3 matte browns that I have that you can use for a transition. And this one, Peanut Butter, I think is a real pretty color. It does look like peanut butter a little bit. Next one is Sunset. This one's a deep orange matte. I think I went a little bit over in that one. The next one here is Harvest, and that is what I put in my crease for this look. It has a little bit of an orangey red in there. And then let me go ahead and swatch the last one here, Solomon. And that is a deep red. Oh, maybe that was not the best place to do a swatch. Starting with the fresh canvas here, and I'm going to continue with my right hand so I can show you the real pretty metallic shades with my left hand. I know that sounds kind of weird, but let's go back. Or let's go to the second row here. This one is Lemon Cream. Oh, that's pretty. This one is a little bit chalky, but once you blend it out, it's pretty pigmented there. Let's go with this metallic yellow shade. I believe this one's Tangy Citrus. Ooh. Oh yeah, look at that one. That's another great color you can put in the inner corner, middle of your lid, all over your lid. Yeah, that's a pretty yellow. Ooh, maybe I need to try and do a yellow look. And these two together, I think that would be real pretty. Here's the next one, and this is French Hens, another one from the 12 Days of Christmas bundle. I don't think she sells that bundle anymore. She's just selling it singular. You know what I mean. This one's a light peach with a little bit of a pink to it. Let's go with this Forest Green, this matte shade right here. This one is Kiwi Fruit. That's a great shade to put in your crease. And this shade right here, Admiral, that is what I put in the outer corner of my eye. This is a great color to smoke it out. I guess you could say that's a cool tone, dark brown. All right, the last shade in this row, it's Aztec Ruins. And I bought this one, actually I bought this one and these when I bought the Z palette. So these I haven't tried yet. So let's see what Aztec Ruins look like. That's pretty. Now they have this one listed as a burnt orange. I guess you could say it's a burnt orange. Now the third row here, first one is Green Mist. And yeah, it's a pretty white base with a green shift with that. I hope you can see that there. And then the next one is Blue Mist. Can we use this finger here? This is Blue Mist. And yeah, you can see the difference between those two. This is Green Mist and Blue Mist. And the next one is Hidden Treasure. And then this one has the gold shift. So you have the green, blue, and gold yellow shift with these shimmer shadows. Now let's go in with this warm taupe shade Peace. And let's place that one on my hand. Oh yeah, that is a pretty taupey color. This is another great shade that you can place all over your lid. And then let's go with this one, Lemon Sorbet. Let's place it right here by the elbow. Ooh, yeah, look at that pretty yellow metallic shade. That would go well with the lemon cream, that matte yellow. Ooh, yeah. And then this one is Seize the Day, Carpe Diem. Reminds me of Dead Poet Society whenever I hear or say those words, Seize the Day or Carpe Diem. But let me go ahead and place that one right here next to Lemon Sorbet. So this one does have a little bit more gold to it. I know, excuse my elbows there, my dark elbows. But again, this is Lemon Sorbet and Seize the Day. This green shade is called Sweet Sop. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Sweet, yeah, Sweet Sop. And let's place that one right there. Ooh, that's a pretty green. Ooh, I like that. It's like a spring grass green to me. And then this last one here, I just got its Perfect Vacation right there. Let's see what that one looks like. That's pretty. Let's place that one right here. Oh, that one has a little bit more of a yellow undertone compared to this one. Sweet Sop. So this is Sweet Sop and this is Perfect Vacation. So yeah, I hope you can see that there. All right, now let's go to my left hand and go with this row right here. This one's Hot Stuff. Hot stuff. Ooh, that is a pretty metallic brown right there. Ooh, I want to play with that one. It does seem to have a red undertone. All right, I know you're gonna hate me for this, but I forgot to swatch a color from this palette, from the first palette, and it is this one, the ever so popular Red Chameleon. I just thought of that when I swatched this one. So let me go ahead and swatch Red Chameleon. I know this is Mary from Glitzy Fritzies. This is her favorite shade, and you gotta swatch this one, Red Chameleon. Oh my gosh, look at that. I can't believe I forgot to swatch that one. I mean, that is such a beautiful duochrome shade, and they have it listed as a brown with a green-blue shift. A red-brown, I guess you could say. So yeah, Red Chameleon is such a beautiful shade, and I can't believe I first skipped over that one. I guess I was talking a little bit about Defiance and just missed Red Chameleon. Ugh. So yeah, I had to swatch Red Chameleon. I can't believe I forgot that one. All right, now let's go back to this palette here, and it's the second shade, Lucky Peach. I mean, that Red Chameleon is something else, but let's look at Lucky Peach. It's got a little bit of a pink tone to it. Then the next one is Loose Change. This one's Loose Change. Oh, that is a real pretty copper. I can see why they call it Loose Change. Next, Lost Princess. That one's Lost Princess. Ooh, that's a pretty color. You can see the red shift in that one. Next is Keep It Fun. So yeah, let's Keep It Fun. Oh my gosh, that is a beautiful aqua color. That would look so pretty in the middle of your lid, and then putting Blue Mist in the inner corner. Oh, which one was Blue Mist? I believe it was this one, or maybe even Green Mist. Oh, that would be so pretty. Next is Hydra. Look at that. It does look like water. Look at that. Oh, how much I would love to be on an island right now looking at that color water. Next is Starfish. We've got a water theme going on here. This one has a little bit more of a green tone to it. Oops. And then the last one on this row, it's a new one that I just bought. This is Springtime. There's Springtime. Now the bottom row here, I got these during her Christmas in July sale. They're her mystery bags. I looked and they still sell these in the single form, so that's the good. And I want to say that probably 98% of the shadows that I have here, and I'll list every shadow down below, she still has them for sale. But let's go ahead and swatch the first one here in the last row, Evergreen. Ooh, that is a pretty matte evergreen color. Ooh, yes, look at that. You can pair that up with Springtime. Wow. This one is Ice Fishing. And you have Ice Fishing right there. Look at this purple shade right here, Flannel. Here you have Flannel. Look at that. Oh, that is a pretty purple. The next one is Comforter. Oh yeah, that's pretty too. I wonder if that would be the same as Aqua. Do you think those two look similar? Okay, next is Below Zero. Oh, that's a pretty vibrant blue. Now then this one, Black Ice, this is my favorite to put all over your lid and just maybe place maybe something like this shade in the crease and then place Black Ice all over your lid. Oh, that is such a beautiful color combination there. But this is Black Ice. Oh, I love this shade, especially all over the lid. And then just maybe put a deeper color to smoke it out, but this taupey with a little bit of a blue shift to it is just beautiful. All right, the last two are the new ones for me, and this is Chocolate Bar. Let's place that one next to Hot Stuff. Okay, that's Chocolate Bar. And then the last one here is Juggler. Let's see what that one looks like right here. Oh, that one's a bright color. Okay, maybe that one could be the same as Hydra. What do you think? Do you think those two look similar? And then these two look similar. All right, maybe they do have a slight difference, but when you place similar colors on your lid, maybe you really can't tell the difference unless you use another shade on top of it to kind of change it up a little bit, But yeah, they do look similar, but yet just a slight difference. That's the end from this palette. Let me go ahead and show you the multi-chrome, the duochromes. Now, I know these two are out of stock. I want to say these two are out of stock. This one, Beauregard, I believe she still has that one for sale. Now, these are her multi-chrome, duochrome that you can really see the shift in that one. I mean, that one has a purpley blue shift. And then this one here, Twisted Sifter. Oh, this is my favorite color. That one right there. Even though it looks pink in the light, it looks a little gold to me. Greenish gold. That's just my opinion, And then the last one here, Chameleon Air. This one has like a blue-green effect to it. Let's place that one right there. Yeah, it looks green, but then in certain, when the light hits it, you can see a little bit of a blue shift to it. So these three are her multi-chrome shadows. And I believe this is the only one that she has for sale. I don't know if she's going to be restocking these. I really don't know. I can't answer that one for you. Well, all right, these are my Sydney Grace single shadows. And yeah, I do have an addiction here. Look at that. And I also have her palettes and her loose shadows too, but you're getting what you're paying for with these shadows by Sydney Grace. I mean, they are pigmented, they are buttery, the metallics just gives you that wow effect. The only one I did have problems with is that black one, Midnight, but from all of these shadows to have just one not do very well that you wanted to do, that's not bad. I mean, I've got other black shadows that I can go reach for, especially the one by Pat McGrath. It's a beautiful black shadow. But pretty much, I love Sydney Grace eyeshadows. I love them. And I am really liking her new Z palettes. This is the large again. Here is the medium and the small. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this swatching video of the Sydney Grace shadows. I know I had fun. That was really fun seeing, some were similar and maybe you could pair one with another. But yeah, that was fun. Well, all right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.